All right, let's dive in. We're going to talk about the top web design agencies for 2025. But, this isn't just another boring list. Think of this as your strategic guide, your playbook for finding the perfect partner for your brand and your goals. So let's get right to it.
I mean, it's a massive decision, isn't it? Your website, that's your brand's digital home. And when you start looking, you see thousands of options. You've got freelancers, you've got these huge global firms. How do you even begin to choose? It can feel totally overwhelming, and that's exactly what we're here to tackle today. Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we're going to change how you think about this whole decision. Then, we'll jump into some amazing agencies, grouped by what they do best, the creative geniuses, the ones who champion startups, and the specialists for B2B and luxury. And to wrap it all up, we'll look at what makes the best of the best, well, the best.
All right, this is probably the most important thing you'll take away from this. There is no single best agency. It just doesn't exist. I mean, think about it. The perfect agency for a high-end fashion brand is going to be totally different from the right one for a B2B tech company, right? So we have to reframe the question. Instead of asking, who's the best, you need to be asking, who's the best for me, for my specific goals, my audience, and, my budget. So let's kick things off with our first category, the creative visionaries. These are the heavy hitters. You go to them when good just won't cut it. We're talking about making a bold, artistic statement that literally stops people in their tracks. This is about jaw-dropping design. It's storytelling that really connects. First on the list is Coda. These guys are absolute masters at blending stunning, artistic visuals with really powerful, strategic storytelling. So if you're looking for a website that's basically a work of art but also works like a dream, you've got to check out Coda.
Up next, we've got League Design Agency. For them, it's all about originality. They're amazing at crafting these beautiful, artistic layouts and then adding these really slick, engaging animations that just make a brand's personality pop right off the screen.
Now, if motion and interactivity are what you're after, you have to look at Excited Agency. Seriously, they specialize in these rich, dynamic websites that are just full of life. You don't just look at their work, you experience it. It's all designed to pull you in and really inspire you. And to round out this group of visionaries, we have 500 Designs. Okay, so these guys are the real deal. A top-tier award-winning agency. Their whole thing is creating these super sophisticated, human-centered experiences. They're the ones huge global brands call when they need a platform that's not just gorgeous, but also incredibly easy and intuitive to use. Okay, let's switch gears. Our next category is what I like to call the Startup and SMB Champions. This group is for all you builders out there, the ambitious startups, the small and medium-sized businesses. You need something professional, something that gets results, but you don't exactly have a massive enterprise-level budget to play with. A really fantastic option in this space is Halo Lab. They've really carved out a perfect niche for themselves working with startups and SaaS companies. They deliver these clean, modern, and, this is key, affordable designs that help new tech businesses hit the ground running with a super powerful first impression. And in that same vein, you've got CB Website Design. Their sweet spot? Getting small and medium businesses online with professional sites that are built from day one to rank well on Google. So they're all about that perfect balance between looking great and actually showing up in search results, which, as you know, is huge. So just to put those two side by side real quick, think Halo Lab for that slick, modern vibe a tech startup needs. And think CB Website Design if you're more of a local or service-based business that's really focused on getting found through strong SEO. Then you have Mavrise. They're a fantastic choice for creative startups or even for building a strong personal brand. Their real strength is in storytelling. They weave your narrative right into the user experience, making sure your unique story is always the star of the show. Last but definitely not least in this group is Nova Era Agency. They create beautiful modern designs for sure, but they are absolutely laser focused on one thing: conversions. They don't just build websites that look pretty, they engineer them to turn visitors into actual customers.
All right, our final category is all about the specialists. These are the agencies you bring in when your audience is really specific and, let's be honest, demanding. We're talking about the high-end luxury market or the super complex world of B2B. First up, DD.NYC. Just like their name suggests, they're based in New York City, and they are the absolute go-to for luxury, tech, and fashion. Their style is just sleek, minimal, and so elegant. They know exactly how to create that premium, high-end digital atmosphere that those kinds of exclusive brands need.
And then, for the B2B world, you have DevAbdusSalam. They just get that a B2B website isn't the same as a consumer site. It has a totally different job. It has to build trust, it has to generate qualified leads, and it needs to explain often complex ideas in a really clear way. For them, a website isn't just a site, it's a strategic tool for business growth.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, right? We've got the creative visionaries, the startup champs, the niche specialists. But what's the common thread here? What is it that connects all of these top-tier agencies, no matter what they specialize in?
Well, first, let's get practical and talk money for a second. The cost for a professional website can be anywhere from, say, $3,000 all the way up to $50,000 or even more. Generally, the startup and SMB champs we talked about will be on the lower end of that spectrum. And the creative visionaries and specialists working with big global brands, yeah, they'll be on the higher end. It always comes down to the size and complexity of your project.
But price aside, what really unites them all are three core principles. Number one, design quality. A polished, professional look that just screams, "Trust us." Number two, usability. A totally intuitive experience where people can easily find what they're looking for. And number three, long-term performance. It's not just about looking good on launch day. It's about building something that can grow with you and keep delivering results for years. Honestly, these three pillars are what separate the good from the truly great.
You know, there's a quote from the source material that just nails it. It says it's all about combining creativity, technology, and strategy to help businesses grow online. And that's it, right there. That's the mission. At their core, every single great web design agency is doing just that, blending those three things together for one simple reason: to help you win online.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. Your website, it's so much more than a digital brochure. It's the foundation for your brand's future. So, now that you have this framework for thinking about it, who are you going to trust to build it?